Hi, I'm John Baker, the creator of the asking formula. The first step in the asking formula is to know what you want. It's based on the fundamental principle that not knowing what you want before asking for what you want means you don't get what you want. This seems like common sense, but you'd be amazed at how often someone goes into a sales call or an important meeting or a one-on-one with their boss without having done the simple task of defining specifically what they want to achieve. The outcomes of not knowing what you want is that you allow your audience to guess at it. And either inadvertently or on purpose, they'll guess wrong, which means wasted time, frustration, and delay. Part of being specific about what you want is to define when you want it. That is, put forth a time frame or a deadline that prioritizes what you want in the mind of your audience. Far too often, people who are new to the asking formula will define a want with a time frame so long or so vague that it's not really even a time frame or a deadline anymore. They'll say something like, by the end of the year, I want all sales reports in by Friday. Or, I want to generate referrals from this client over the course of our working together. These time frames are counterproductive. In fact, in a recent paper published by the Journal of Consumer Research, it was found that giving people longer deadlines led them to believe that the task was much harder, which in turn increased how much they procrastinated on the task. The root cause of procrastination is the lack of urgency, the lack of a solid deadline or a feasible time frame. Shorter time frames are inherently better, not only because they avoid procrastination, but also because you can be more able to see what you wanted and asked for is in fact what you got. If it isn't, you're much better situated to take corrective action and reassess both your want and your ask. It's better to want and ask for the sales reports to be in this Friday, starting next week, or to want and ask for referrals from a client by the end of the meeting. If you don't set the urgency, your audience isn't going to do it for you. If they sense the deadline is too long, they'll naturally put off the request either by prioritizing it lower than other demands made of them, or by perceiving what you want and are asking for as so complex that it requires a massive amount of time to get it done, and they won't get it done. Step one of the asking formula is to know what you want. And by keeping your time frames and deadlines as short as possible, you'll generate more attention and drive better results. I'm John Baker. Drop me a note. Tell me what you think about this topic.